Hi everybody, I'm Sandeep Vasant, Chairman for Marketing ACREX 2025. ACREX is coming to Bangalore after 6 long years, and this time part of the Fireside chat, I have a very special guest. Believe me, I started my HVAC journey post college in a company, and all thanks to Mr. Sanjeev Anand, who has guided me throughout my professional journey. And today is a special day for me because I have Mr. Sanjeev Anand with me on my fireside chat. Mr. Sanjeev Anand, sir.
Hi Sandeep, how are you?
Very nice.
You've been very modest by talking all that.
Thank you so much.
How have you been?
Excellent, sir. With all your guidance, I think it has been a long time meeting you. I still remember those days where I learned about HVAC are under your guidance.
I learned a lot from you, man.
Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Sanjeev Anand is the Director for Business Development and Indirect Sales at Johnson Controls India Private Limited. You spoke on a very nice solution called VWF. I was very much interested to learn about this particular solution because as I talk, we in India we're talking on net zero emission by 2070, and as I talk, we have a lot of these HVAC and R which is implemented. Today, it calls for innovation and also towards decarbonization and sustainability. So, what is this buzzword of why VWF?
That's a very good question. It's actually very simple. So you have VRF, you're just removing R from the equation and adding water to the equation.
Nice.
So I think only by transiting from VRF to VWF, you're actually reducing the refrigerant or minimizing the refrigerant and adding water to the equation. As simple as that.
Very nice. You spoke on refrigerant. As I talk in India, we have a cap up to 2047 to transfer from a CFC refrigerant to a greener gas, like a HCFC gas. So, removing that refrigerant piece of it, which is going to cause ozone depletion, global warming, which is actually indirectly or directly causing the temperature increase, I think it's a very nice way of depleting or reducing the refrigerant and bringing water.
Right. So Sandeep, I think it's like this. The WHO, the World Health Organization, has given a kind of a guideline. And the latest guideline says that we need to minimize the usage of refrigerant because as much of refrigerant is required in a system, you are also consuming that much of power to produce that refrigerant. The other guidelines that is talking about is how do you make systems more efficient so that you are able to bring down carbon footprints.
Right.
It also talks about that how are you planning to, it talks about sensitizing people that you should be able to minimize any leakage of gas. So one is quantity of gas, second is high efficiency,
Right.
third is maintenance and
Right.
leakage of gas, and the fourth very important aspect which we seldom talk today is that when an equipment or a technology comes at the end of life, then how do you plan to dispose? Do you have a disposal management system? And are you aware that how this has to be disposed? Because that is all adding up to the environment, into the whole thing. So the VWF, as it from the synonym of, from the word itself, basically what we are doing here is that we are reducing the quantity of refrigerant, typically in a format of a VRF. These could be like small hotels, small malls, the range in which a VRF has a play. Now, so typically in a VRF, you are you're sort of pumping in a high pressure gas into the comfort space.
Correct.
And hence the total quantity of refrigerant is
Right.
much more than what you would generate and convert that into a chilled water.
Right.
So the VWF is all about building sustainability by reducing the quantity of refrigerant and by improving the efficiency of the system. And most important is that when you transit into a chilled water system, it has a higher life. It has a life of like 20 years. If I take this hotel is 15, 17 years old, it's still on the chilled water design. So typically a VRF has an average life of 10 to 12 years. So then it also addresses the disposal management guideline of WHO by extending the life of the whole system to 20 years. So that's about VWF and a sustainable solution over a VRF system.
I think very nice point. You said disposable system. That's very nice
Disposable
point.
management.
That's a very nice point. And you also talked on refrigerant. Believe me, as per the report, a typical refrigerant, let's say an R134A gas, would cost about 600-700 rupees per kg. As we go into a greener refrigerant, like an R1234ZE, it's about 3,000 to 4,000 rupees per kg. That is driving towards a greener gas. But here we are talking on chilled water, and water is available, right?
And it's a closed loop. It's not a closed. You're not consuming this water.
Yes, you're not consuming, and it's a closed loop system. And if you do a math, and as per various report, the heat exchange in a water versus a refrigerant should be better, right? The heat exchange per se.
Absolutely. So basically, it's not about the heat exchange and the coefficient of performance from the heat exchange.
Right.
It is more coming from that when you design any system on a chilled water design, you actually do a block load design. And in a VRF, you actually add up all the loads. You also look at the limitation of a CFM available from a VRF indoor. Now, all this put together, if you make two case studies and you make a comparison, you will be able to do the same air conditioning with 30% of less connected load or installed capacity when you use the water as a medium.
Yes. I think 30% is a huge saving what we're talking about, because most of the equipments or the energy consumption from a HVAC in a building like this, like a hotel, takes away close to 30 to 40% easily.
Absolutely.
And let's say an industry or a data center, the numbers are still high. And when you say 30% saving, it's a big number.
Right.
Because going forward, we need to look at those HVAC number. Right.
So I think we at this time we have a solid experience of many applications, and we are now in that phase where some of our customers are actually planning their next. They're transiting into this technology, so they are now saying absolutely no to VRF because they are finding a VWF more sustainable, and all the new projects are all designed on the VWF.
Okay.
In that range of, let's say, about 400, 600, 800 HPs.
Okay. Nice. So nice to hear about this innovation. I would like to just go back in time. How this point of VWF started? Where was the break-even point that you said, yeah, this is innovation, I need to bring it on the table? I just want to go back to that earlier days and history, and then how this idea started.
See, whenever you look at creating a positive change, there has to be a technology that backs out. So the technology has to be innovative.
Right.
Now, typically a VRF is very good when it's modular. You can place it anywhere. It's scalable. You can probably take the outdoor anywhere. Now, what the technology, the innovation technology that was built was building a unit which looks like a VRF outdoor, which has a safe footprint of a VRF outdoor, and then it is self-sufficient. It's like a plant room in a box.
Okay.
So it has an inbuilt pump, it has an inbuilt expansion tank, and it's just a plug and play. So primarily, this is the innovation that happened on a product to support this whole idea of a VWF.
Okay. That's very nice. In fact, most of the plant rooms are all crammed up with limited space. And when you say packaging an entire system in one box, it makes a sense in terms of operational, in terms of plant room, in terms of entire saving, right? Because today we are talking on floor saving. So it's very important that you also look at savings on the floor, because plant rooms are very crammed up right now.
Right.
So I'm also eager to understand. I've been seeing a lot of posts on LinkedIn. I should really appreciate and thank your marketing team. I keep seeing a lot of posts. Yesterday I saw a post on a theater. So I'm eager, not only me, all the viewers are eager to understand the various segment and application where VWF goes, Mr. Sanjeev.
That's a good question, and it's very vast subject now.
Okay.
With the kind of experience that we have had. What I would do is I would call my team up here who actually engages with different customers.
Absolutely.
Let's hear it from them as to what is the kind of solutions they are providing and what is the response from what segment of market and the reason thereof. I think that would give you an insight of how the market is responding to this,
Yes.
how much of agility it has picked up, and what kind of what are the right fits for this particular solution.
Right.
So, Dinesh, Nitish, Smita, why don't you come over?
Please do come, please do join. We have a lot of questions to ask you as well. I had a nice discussion with Mr. Sanjeev, and he said, I'll leave it to the team to answer the application and segment. So now coming to Dinesh, you have been handling different application and segment. Can you just throw some light on where VWF can go into different application and segment?
Yeah. To name it out, VWF find as reference in any application you think of. Starting from an hospital, hotels, commercial building, office, villa, apartments, or a spa, or any application you think of.
Okay.
To be concentrating on one particular segments, which is hospitality, the hospitals and hotels, and few educational institute. Why they choose VWF is, main thing is safety in air conditioning. Because this VWF avoids refrigerant inside your conditioned space.
Yes.
We are taking a greener refrigerant, which is water inside the conditioned space, thereby providing a safety environment for the people who is therein. For example, if it is an hospital, it is patients. If it is an educational institution, it is students.
Yes.
And if it is in hotels, it is like a guest like this who are day to day using this particular application.
Right.
So we have find this starting from, in case of hotels, we have done a 3-ton hotel to a 500 tons hotel. And in case of hospital, we have done a small diagnosis center, which is of 8 to 9 tons, to a bigger hospital, multi-speciality hospital of 500 to 600 tons. If it's an educational institute, we have done a small kindergarten to a bigger school of 600 to 700 tons, to a medical institute of close to 700 tons with our VWF system. That VWF system plays a major role in all the three applications.
Okay, very nicely, well said. And safety, very nice point, safety factor. So whenever all of you are using a VWF, believe me, you're safe and sound under that HVAC and R segment. Thank you so very much, Dinesh, for sharing those insights. Point from there, I will divert it to Nitish. Yes. Nitish, I understand you handle the industrial segment, right? So what about the application in industrial segment?
Basically, when we are talking about industrial segments, Sandeep, where industries required industrial cooling and heating, where they were using the bigger chillers for their requirements, with an option of having a standby chiller, because which is majorly required when they are using 24/7 applications. In that condition, what VWF can offer them is we can able to eliminate the standby.
Okay.
With the capacities what we have, we can able to eliminate the standby chiller, and we can divide the load in between these chillers properly, and we can able to eliminate it. That's one part. Second part is the capability of these VWF chillers, because we can able to operate from minus 10-degree chilled water to 60-degree hot water, which can provide by similar machine. So we are doing a utility simplification for this factories and industries, where they can have a similar kind of products in all over their facilities. It helps them to their technicians, their facility management teams to understand a single model well and operate all the other models easily.
Okay, nice.
That's
nice
a utility
point
simplification what we are doing.
So nice point you said. From a comfort, we go to industry pharma, where you say minus temperature. This is also the need of the hour for most of the pharma industry, right? So very nice. So it's like a 360-degree entire. So VWF is everywhere. I'm sure on that. So I'll come to Devasmita. I keep seeing a lot of marketing initiative flyers and lot of stuff. Yesterday I saw a post. Last week I saw a post on. So I should really appreciate on that.
Thank you.
Then
Thank you so
Become
much.
a postman.
Thank you so much.
Postwoman.
So in today's generation, it's very important that we are also stay connected, because people are all watching us, what we're
Absolutely.
doing. So can you just throw some light on the branding and the marketing from JCA on the VWF per se?
So I think you talked about the movie theater.
Yes,
So
yes.
if I talk about the branding and marketing, it's like a day-to-day part and parcel of our life. So I wear a sari, the application is there in sari room.
Okay.
I wear a jewelry, it's in a jewelry outlet. I want to go for a movie with my husband, it's there in a movie theater. We take a car for the ride, it's in an automobile showroom.
Okay.
We want to stop for a salon and spa for myself, is there in a salon and spa.
Okay.
We want to take a sweet somewhere or a confectionery store, it's there as well. So you just name a part of your daily life from morning till night, and VW is there, the technology is there, breathing out somewhere.
Okay, so very nice,
Yeah.
nicely and well said. VWF is everywhere and anywhere, and we want that
Oh, yeah.
such innovation products towards sustainability in our territory as a growing market in India and globally. We wish all of you, an entire team, very nice, energetic team. I could feel that energy. Very nice. One last closing remark from all of you to all our viewers. Your closing remark, please.
Use water as a green refrigerant in the indoor spaces.
See you all at ACREX 2025. Johnson Control is going to exhibit the solution. I am very much excited to visit this stall once again, discuss with them, meet, greet, and see VWF at their stall. Thank you, everybody. See you all at ACREX 2025, happening from 20th to 22nd in February 2025. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, sir.
Johnson Control team, thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
See you at ACREX 2025.